Hello, I'm Sue Shapcott in Madison, Wisconsin, and today I'm going to talk about a drill that you can do if you need to hit the ball more on the upswing. Okay, so I teach a lot of golfers who slice the ball, chunk the ball, have a swing that is too steep. Okay, so for those players, then what I'm trying to do with them is getting them to feel that they are hitting the ball as the club is swinging a little bit more on the upswing instead of on the downswing. So you may fit into that category too. So let me just be clear to begin with. Okay, so this is a 7-iron, and on my backswing I've swung the club up and over my right shoulder. The ball is on the ground there, so the club is going to be swinging down. At some point it's going to reach the lowest part of the arc, and then it's going to swing back up again. Okay, now you may have heard on TV how golfers hit down on the ball, they compress the ball, and so amateur golfers try and do that. And what I see on a regular basis is that they try and do it too much, or they're too successful at hitting down on the ball. So the angle that they hit the ball at is just a little bit too steep. They catch the ball too much on the downswing. So it's those golfers that I try and get them feeling that they hit it less on the downswing and a little bit more on the upswing. Okay, so what I'm talking about here is which part of the arc you're going to hit the ball. Are you going to hit the ball as the club is swinging down? Are you going to hit it when the club is at its lowest point? Or are you going to hit it when the club is swinging up? Now, with most of your irons, I'm a great advocate for amateur golfers of trying to get the strike when the club is at its lowest part of the arc. So not necessarily on the downswing, not necessarily on the upswing, but when it's at its lowest part of the arc. And as I say, many of my golf students hit the ball too much on the downswing. So for those golfers, then I talk a lot about trying to feel that they're hitting the club a little bit more as the club is swinging up, okay? Just to kind of balance that out. Okay, so first of all, a good drill that you can do to see if you are hitting it too much on the downswing is with a mid-iron. Just tee the ball up a 1/4 inch or so and just make a regular swing. Now if you're hitting the ball too much on the downswing, then what's going to happen is you're going to take that tee out from underneath the ball. It's going to be a very clunky strike and the ball isn't going to go very far. So if that's what you do, then you're definitely hitting the ball too much on the downswing. And so putting the ball up on a drill is a great practice for you to feel that you are instead catching the ball a little bit more on the upswing, so that you're picking it up off the tee instead of taking the tee out first. So let me show you what that would look like if I did it correctly. So just picking the ball up off the tee, hitting it nicely on the upswing, okay? So you can put the ball up on a tee as a way of doing this, and you can also just conceptually think about where the club is. Is it on its way down? Has it reached its lowest point? Is it on its way up? And think about which part of the swing you're trying to hit the ball, or where you hit the ball in your golf swing, okay? Now, like I say, if you look at the data from tour players, then with their irons, they do get a downward strike. But most amateur golfers get too much of a downward strike, which is why it's a good idea to have a drill where you can feel that you're hitting the ball a little bit more on the upswing, just to neutralize where the bottom of your swing is. So it's not too much on the downswing, it's not too much on the upswing, it's right there in the middle. Okay, I hope that's given you some food for thought about where you should strike the ball in your swing. Try the drill by putting the ball up on a tee. Try and figure out whether you're hitting the ball too much on the downswing or the upswing. If it's too much on the downswing, then you know what to practice. Okay, thanks for watching, and please check out some of our other videos, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel.